Let me start with a little story first about two dogs, a young dog and an old one. The young dog is stuck in one place, always running in circles and chasing its tail. And then the old dog comes along and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And the young dog is like, "Oh, I've heard that if I catch my tail, I'm going to be happy. And so I'm trying to chase it and catch it. And once I have it, I want to hold it tight so that I can be happy forever." And then the old dog is like, you know what? I've been in the same place before. I used to be stuck in one place, just running in circles and always trying to be happy. But you know what I've learned over time? If I let go of that and I chase for my dreams, I chase for what's important for me, I chase for something that's exciting me, then happiness tends to follow me. Something to think about, isn't it? And just to relate that to our own life, so often we put conditions to our own happiness. Like if you buy something new stuff, a new car, a new jacket, a dress, or maybe a video game, then you're going to be happy. Or maybe it's related to relationships, that someone has to get to you and have a big smile, giving you a hug, then you're going to be happy. Or maybe it's related to achievement. You need to achieve something. You need to gratify. You need a trophy or anything like that. Then you can be happy. But how likely is that this is going to happen constantly? It's not very likely, isn't it? And so what we want to do is we want to get conscious about the conditions that we have for our own happiness, and then see if we want to accept them because we think it's actually okay to have it, if we want to let go of them, or if we want to change them so it's more likely for us to feel happy. So what I want you to do is simply ask yourself, what has to happen for me in order to feel happy? What conditions do I put onto myself in order to feel happy? And then write it down and see if you change it. And I can tell you from my own story, back in the days when I learned martial arts, I learned Wing Chun. At the beginning I was super excited every single time when I went there. Oh my God, I was on fire because every single time I learned something new techniques, and we had some gratification system, all these kind of things, and it was amazing. Why? Because every single time when I went there, I learned something new techniques, new development, and it was amazing. But what happens over time? Over time, over the months and years, we started to repeat the things that we did before. Obviously, because we got new members and stuff, and you want to really master the things that you did. But if I did something that I already did before and I didn't learn anything new, I wasn't really happy about it. Or, like sometimes when you just have a bad day and you don't perform in a way that you usually could do, I couldn't be happy. And back then I didn't understand it. But at some point I got conscious about it. And I was asking myself, why is that? Why do I have this condition in order to be happy? And I consciously chose to let go of it. And this is when the magic happened. Because before, I went there just for myself, just to learn, to grow, to do something so I could be happy. But after I let go of that, I saw all of a sudden that, man, actually, I've been there so long, and they are not just friends over there. They actually became my family, like my second family, if you want, because we had such deep relationships. And like when you do martial arts with someone, you connect on a deeper level. And so I started to really acknowledge that, to take it in, to be grateful for it and appreciate it. And then the whole training shifts, and I had so much fun and I was happy just to be with them, to practice the things, and maybe to teach the new ones the things that I've already learned. And even when we repeated something, it was amazing for me, because I could simply have a beautiful time with my family. And so I just want to give you that as an illustration how things can shift if you just shift your mindset. And so, just to repeat the exercise for today, ask yourself, what has to happen for me in order to feel happy? Write it down. What else has to happen in order for me to feel happy? Write it down. And ask yourself that over and over and over, and write everything down so you can see what's actually stopping you from being happy. And then once you got that, and think about it. Do I want to keep it? Can I accept that? Then that's totally cool. Do I want to cross it out and delete it forever from my life because I deserve to be happy? Or do I need to change it? Maybe it has its place, but I can change the nuance to it so I can allow myself to be more happy. And then my challenge for you is going to be for the next 7 days to be conscious simply in your daily life, in your interactions with others, when you're at work, when you do whatever you do, your hobbies or wherever you go, when you go shopping, all these kind of things. And just be conscious if there's something coming up that stops you from being happy. If there's some kind of condition, like someone has to say something to you, then you can feel happy. Or something has to happen for you, then you can feel happy. You need to achieve something, then you can be happy. And write all these things down. Maybe, like on your smartphone, if you have Evernote or something like that, write it down there. And then again, do you want to accept it? Do you want to let it go? Or do you want to change it? And it's simple as that. So this is the first tool that I want to give you on this happiness challenge. And next week, I'm going to give you something else. We're going to cover another topic. I'm going to share a little bit more about myself and give you another tool that you can use to increase your chances of being happy. And then, of course, you can share that with everyone. You amplify the energy and the happiness together, and you can have the happiness and the beautiful life that you deserve. So I really want to thank you for watching, and I'm sending you lots of love, light, and appreciation, and I'll see you next week.